Let's talk about the future for a minute. And I don't mean some far-off sci-fi future. I'm talking about 2026. This is right around the corner. And in this near future, the brands you deal with won't just know your name. They're going to know what you need, sometimes even before you do. The whole idea of a relationship between a customer and a business is about to get completely turned on its head. You know the drill, right? For years, it's been a pretty reactive game. Think about your inbox, flooded with generic emails, or those frustrating support calls where you have to explain everything from scratch. That's the old model. Brands just wait for you to do something. But the future? Oh, it's totally different. It's proactive. It's personal. We're moving from a world where they wait for you to a world where they anticipate your next move.
Okay, so how in the world does this huge shift actually happen? Well, the secret ingredient is making something called CRM, Customer Relationship Management, truly predictive. By 2026, we're talking about systems juiced up with some seriously advanced AI, like Google's Gemini. These systems can understand and act before you even know you have a problem. It's a huge shift from just reacting to what's happened to predicting what will happen next.
The core idea here, the real game changer, is this: the ability to anticipate a customer's every need. And look, this isn't just about taking a good guess. It's about using mountains of data to understand your behavior so deeply that a brand can actually solve a problem for you before you even realize it's there.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this actually work? Let's start with keeping customers happy. Picture this, a little AI agent. We'll call it a Gemini Gem. That's kind of like a personal guardian angel for your customer account. It spots the tiniest changes. Maybe you're logging into an app a little less often, or it senses a bit of frustration in your messages. Based on just those subtle signals, it can predict you might be thinking about leaving. And this is where it gets really wild. The whole process runs on its own. It's a three-step dance. Step 1, the AI is watching your behavior. Step 2, it predicts your churn risk. And step 3, this is the magic part, it acts all by itself. It might zap you a personalized offer to stay, or even better, it could send you a helpful tool, like a custom utility built with a system like Opal, that directly fixes whatever was frustrating you.
Okay, so that predictive power is absolutely incredible for keeping the customers you've already got. But what about finding new ones? Well, it turns out the same predictive magic works there too. It's all about swapping out guesswork for, actual data-driven certainty.
So forget the old way where sales teams are basically throwing darts at a board, trying to guess who's a hot lead. That's ancient history by 2026. Now these super smart tools cross-reference all the data on a potential customer with what's happening in the industry, and they basically raise a big flag and say, hey, this person is ready to buy, like right now. And listen, the AI doesn't just clock out once you've made a purchase. Nope, it becomes your guide for the entire journey. It knows if you're a total newbie just starting out, a power user who knows the ropes, or a full-on brand superfan, and it changes up the vibe, the content, everything to match where you're at. It's a relationship that grows and evolves with you automatically.
All right, let's take this a step further, because this all builds into something revolutionary. We're moving beyond thinking about customers in big, clunky groups. We're now talking about the segment of one. Yep, that means treating every single person as their own unique market.
So let's get one thing straight. When we say personalization in 2026, we are not talking about getting an email that says, "Hey Bob." That's table stakes. No. We're talking about a completely unique product experience, built from the ground up just for you. Here's a perfect example of what I mean. Think about the difference between getting a generic company newsletter and getting a link to a custom dashboard. A dashboard that's already plugged into your specific business data, showing you insights that actually matter to you. See the difference? One is just noise. The other is an essential service.
And this hyper-personal touch doesn't just stop with data and dashboards. It gets even more human, using rich media to make the connection feel real.
Get this. Imagine you hit your 1-year anniversary with a company. Instead of some automated email, your phone buzzes. It's a thank you video, created just for you by an AI like VO311. And it's not generic, it mentions your name and some of the cool stuff you've actually accomplished with their product. How incredible is that? It's a moment of genuine connection created at a massive scale.
So what this all adds up to is that every single customer can get their own 24/7 account manager. It's an AI agent with a perfect memory. It knows every single thing you've ever bought, every question you've asked, every problem you've had. It provides support that feels incredibly human, but it can be everywhere for everyone all at once. So when you stitch all of these pieces together, the predictive power, the one-on-one personalization, that always-on support, what you end up with isn't just a smarter way to do marketing. It's a whole new philosophy for how businesses should connect with people.
And this right here is the heart of it. This is the big takeaway. By 2026, the absolute best marketing won't even feel like marketing at all. It'll just feel like a really great, helpful service.
This is what relationship management really means now. It's this beautiful one-two punch, using an AI like Gemini to truly understand the person, and then using tools like Opal to give them something genuinely useful. And that's how you turn a boring old database into a living, breathing community.
At the end of the day, we're talking about a total level up. Companies are no longer just managing rows in a spreadsheet. They are actively managing millions of individual, living relationships, and they're doing it in real time, at the speed of light. So, I'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. In a world where a brand knows you that perfectly and serves you that proactively, what does customer loyalty really mean anymore? Is it an emotional connection? Or is it just the logical choice when a service is absolutely perfect? Definitely something to think about. Thanks for digging into the future with me.